Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today for Foxit eSign Advanced webinar. We are excited to have you and can't wait to show you our e-signature platform. So a little bit about us before we get started. My name is Varisha Yusuf and I have been with Foxit eSign for over 7 years. We also have Lisa England with us today and Jasmine Hernandez as well from our customer success team. We have the honor of introducing Foxit eSign's software to you today, which is a powerful and feature-filled electronic signing solution. We are glad that you will be joining us for this webinar, which we hope will be very instructive and beneficial for you and your team. So before we begin, a couple of ground rules. Throughout the entire session, you will be muted. However, you are highly encouraged to ask any questions that you may have in the question and answer section of the chat. Also, if we run out of time to address any of your questions during the Q&A session, we will reach out to you post-webinar. Additionally, if you have specific questions on how to use a certain product, kindly send them through our website where our support staff would be very happy to help you right away. Today, we will go through fields automation, automated reminder and expiration settings, mass e-signatures such as bulk sends and online forms, and an overview of our integration capabilities through Zapier and Foxit eSign's API. We will have a live Q&A session at the end, so make sure to stick around. Okay, so let's start by asking why electronic signatures. So there are several excellent reasons for those of you who aren't already using e-signatures within your company to make the paperless move. The flexibility to sign anywhere makes it even more convenient and secure than traditional ink signatures, which can be easily manipulated or altered. To sign and transfer documents more quickly, all that is needed is a device with an internet connection and a browser. E-signatures allow contracts to be completed in hours rather than weeks, and sometimes even in just a few minutes. Another benefit is guaranteed industry compliance, especially for those of you who work in highly regulated industries like healthcare and finance. Electronic signatures are cost-effective legal agreements that may be used as evidence in court. So costs from supplies such as your paper, printing, scanning, and postage can be minimized or even eliminated thanks to Foxit eSign. So this is really where you will see a return on investment. This can be a real game changer for those of you who are handling a huge number of contracts on a regular basis. And most importantly, e-signatures simplify workflows and reduce client onboarding times, making it both convenient for your customers and increasing employee productivity. Foxit eSign makes sure your documents are legally binding and compliant. So here are some of our important compliances in addition to HIPAA. So there are several that are unique to each location, such as eSign in Utah in the US and EDAS and GDPR in Europe. You will require a signing solution with compliances like PCI, FINRA 21 CFR Part 11 and HIPAA if you work in the healthcare, financial or life sciences sectors, all of which we offer today. So one way to gather mass signatures is through our bulk sending feature, which is included in our enterprise plan. You can send out hundreds of envelopes at the same time just with a few clicks. For example, if you have 5 different classes going on a trip, you can create 5 different groups to sign a waiver form. So that waiver form will be a template that you will create and then save. So each recipient can all sign the same template and an individual copy of the form, but you can send them in by bulk group. So an Excel sheet with a contact list can be uploaded to assigned groups. And when you're sending out the document, you can select that group and actually customize or pre-fill some fields that you're sending for each recipient, such as an address field maybe. So this can also be easily done using an Excel sheet. So just a few clicks and you can send to hundreds of people at the same time. This is one way to get mass signatures and easily follow up on all your bulk sends. And I'm going to cover that in an example in our demo later. One of our best-selling features are our online forms. So online forms are super powerful. We have different kinds of online form links as well. And if you have a package generic of templates that you're using over and over, such as application forms, you can combine all these templates into one simple link, like an onboarding package, for example. So we have different links. We have direct links, we have embedded links, and then we have draft URL link as well that we are going to cover in the demo. And just quickly here, before we get into the demo, I mentioned a few times that our clients can fully customize the look and feel of our service so that it remains true to their company and brand story. You can see at the very top left of the page what it would look like for your company so that you and your clients will see your brand rather than Foxit eSign. So with eSign Pro and Enterprise plan, you have the option to customize branding on the account. By default, we have the Foxit eSign logo on the top left of our application page, but we can simply go to our settings and then custom branding to be able to upload your own logo, which will, replace the Foxit eSign logo there. Also, every detail of your application can be customized to fit your individual taste or match your company's look and feel. So in this case, I have added a custom color to the side menu panel. So your logo will then be displayed on all outgoing emails, including your signature certificates and throughout the user interface on the top left of every page. Just to note, you can upload either .png, .jpg, .jpeg file of maximum 2 MB in size. So you can customize reminders for each envelope that you are sending out on an account level or individual envelope level using automatic reminders and expirations. So all the documents that you are sending out from your account will have a certain number of reminders that you are, setting along with a set of intervals for frequency. So this is the same concept for an expiration date. So recipients will get a notice before it's about to expire and once the document has actually expired. So we will start with the demo of bulk sending, online forms, and other features as well. So let me quickly share my screen. Just give me a few seconds. I hope you can see my screen now. Okay, so Foxit eSign's bulk sending and online form features are a great way to gather mass e-signatures. So first we'll go over bulk sending. Also, email groups of up to 500 recipients can be created to easily send individual copies of a document to multiple people at the same time. So in order to use bulk sending, you will need to have a template set up on the account that you would like to use. So I'm going to my templates tab here. And I'm going to select the template that I have set up already. So this is my template and I have all the fields here. I have the signature field, I have the text fields, and then I also have date fields on this particular template. So please make sure that each of the fields with relevant information are named. For example, I have the text field and I have put a name for this field on the right-hand side properties section. And I have multiple fields. I have date fields and also signature fields. So once the template has been set up, we can simply navigate to our settings tab to go to our email groups. So once you go to your settings tab, you will have to navigate to the email group section. Okay, so here we can create our email group and assign recipients. But we do also offer a sample Excel to add a bulk of users in an email group. So if you have a data sheet of recipient names and emails, these can easily be merged together. So you can download the sample file and then you can, once you have downloaded the sample file, you will have to add the recipient's information like their first name, their last name, their email address or their phone numbers also. And then you can simply upload that updated file here. So once you do that, you can find your email group under this section. So I already have an email group that I would like to use. For that, I will navigate to my templates tab again. and select our template that I would like to use for bulk send and press send. So this will take you to this screen where you can add multiple templates, or you can also rename your template if you would like to. So here I'm going to, for assigning recipients, we will choose add group. So we can choose our email group name and then press next. So an optional step will be generated, giving you the chance to merge your additional data into the fields that we have already named on our template. So you can add unique information for each recipient, such as their address, for example, or their first or last name. So using field merge and bulk sending in Excel. So this is also one of the reasons that we highly recommend naming your fields while you prepare your templates or your documents. And then we'll press next. Our last step is to choose an email template from the account. So we can, right now we have the customized email template, but we can choose the default Foxit eSign one if you want to, and then simply press send now. So once the bulk has been sent out, it will automatically be redirected to a bulks dashboard. So it will say processing until it has sent the documents to all the recipients. Once it has done that, it will say send. And this will also give you a visual of each of the documents sent out and what status most of the documents are in. At the bottom of this page, if you see, you can see a list of each signer's name and email, as well as last action taken and envelope status as well. You can even download an Excel of form data completed by each recipient. To come back to this dashboard, it is located under Documents and then Bulks here on the left panel. So this gives you a full tracking capability with real-time visibility and reporting. So yeah, bulk sending is a great way to send out a request for multiple signatures at once. So if you would like to implement self-service while gathering mass signatures, online forms are another great feature that Foxit eSign offers with our eSign Pro and Enterprise plan. So let me quickly show you that as well. I'll show you an example. So you will have a few different options and links. We will definitely get into the differences between these links, but just to show you how the distribution link works, just give me a second. So I'm going to copy and paste the distribution link here. So you can send this link through your email, or maybe you have it saved on your phone and you want to just send a text message with a link so the recipient can access the form and they will fill out their own details. So it's more like a self-service and very convenient on both ends. So once a recipient clicks the link to the online form, they will see your logo at the right top here and customize the titles and instructions as well. So the recipient will fill in their details like their first name, their last name, along with their email address. And once they click submit, they will be taken to the actual document to fill out and sign. So we will go over the draft link as well in a bit. So let me quickly show you how you can create your online forms. So on your account under the templates tab, if you go to your templates tab, you can select multiple templates or a single template as well to group together. So each document or template that you are choosing will be stored in one envelope. So you can choose multiple here, but for the sake of this example, I'll select only one template and click Create Online Form here. So we'll just go through the overview and steps of creating an online form. So if you are using multiple templates, you can rearrange what order the documents are going to be displayed in. Okay, you can change the form name or even customize the form author as well. If the form link is already sent out or posted somewhere and you would like to inactivate it, you can always do that from this form active settings. You can make it active or you can make it inactive. Also, if you would like to set up an expiration date to the form for your signers who needs to sign within a specified date, maybe, you can definitely do that from here. Or you can simply leave this space blank. And maybe if you have a survey type of a form and limit the maximum number of envelopes created from this link, you can do that under this section. For display features, this is what we call a preview mode. Okay, this is the preview mode. So you will see a portion of your actual document in the background with this preview window. And if we unselect this option, it will just show the white space, including your instructions, your title, your logo, with the fields that your clients or recipient needs to enter without the actual document behind. And then if you do want to double verify the signer email and make sure that each recipient is typing in their email twice, you can definitely do that to prevent any misspellings or mistakes. And then there are just a couple of more options here. And if you have any questions on them, we can definitely cover that. So you can always add an extra layer of security to your online form access. So once a recipient clicks the online form link, if you would like to enable email two-factor authentication or customized passcode to access the link, you can definitely do that, and our knowledge-based authentication with enterprise plan as well. So here, party number 1 on your document will always be an open role. So this is the form initiator. Whoever is opening the link, we can either have static or open roles for if you have multiple parties, so 2 and 3. You can either choose a default email to be included for that party, and if you have a specific employee maybe who needs to be copied onto the document, you can do that or leave as open role for the details to be entered in by the recipient. So enforcing a signing sequence forces the recipient to sign this folder in order, and in-person signing can be enabled if needed, and it is used when the recipient signs your documents electronically in person, and if they do not have access to an email, basically. So in-person signatures are done in front of the signing admin belonging to the company. Okay, so the instructions and form success message and also the redirect URL here is something that you can customize while creating the document, or after it is created, you can always make changes into it. Okay, these are the instructions that you can put for your recipients. So the instructions will be this pop-up window with whatever you have added in the preview window, and the success message will show up at the end when the first party has signed the document. And then a really interesting feature that we have here is being able to redirect your recipients to a specific URL after they have completed their part on the document. So you can redirect your users to a different web page, to the homepage of your application or website maybe. Or another feature that we have is kiosk mode. So if you have your online form on a tablet, for example, in your office maybe, and your application form that you want one patient to sign and then the next patient will sign after. So once the first patient has signed, you can use the same online form link as a success URL here to do the kiosk mode. So patients can go ahead and sign one after the other. Then we have the draft URL here. So I will go ahead and show you the differences because they're used for different use cases. A draft URL link can be used internally by your employees to easily send a form. By opening the template, they can simply fill out the recipient's information and even pre-fill some of the fields if needed. The recipients will receive an email invitation to the document. So the draft URL is great to use for temporary staff or employees that do not send documents often and therefore do not need to have their own Foxit eSign account. So the draft URL is easy to use for quick sending of a form without logging into the application. So when we want to pre-fill one or more fields before sending, or when we want to add the recipient information ourselves before sending without logging into the application. So maybe your company has, sales reps that are collecting client information and they need to quick access to a code form. They can simply pre-fill client details as needed and easily send the code for signatures. So let me go to the online form and those different links that we had. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So again, the distribution link that you can send directly to your recipients, save it on your phone or bookmark for quick access. But with the draft URL, it's a little bit different. So with the draft URL, let me copy and let me paste it here. You can see. Okay, so this is the draft URL. So with this, you are seeing the same instructions or title, but for signers and recipient details, your temporary start, for example, even if you want to create this link for yourself, you will enter in the recipient's information and you can choose to either send the document right away or preview and send. So if you need to preview or customize the fields for your recipients before it gets sent out without having to log into the application specifically, this is something that you can choose for your online forms. Also, if you have any specific question about any of the links that we demoed or about any customization, please let us know so we can answer right away. Now, right over here, we have the third link right in the middle. So with this link, you can embed your online form in an iframe directly on your web page or application. So let me show you an example of what the embedded online form can look like. Just give me a second. Okay. So this is how you can embed an online form into your application. So this would be your website or application, and we as the initiator are filling out our details ourselves before starting the signing process. So keeping track of your documents is definitely super important. So if you go ahead and click on the online form here, so we have clicked the title of the online form. So we can see the visual on the right hand side with online form envelopes and recipient status. Okay. So this will give you an overview of everything. And since we have scrolled down, we can see each of the different signers' name, their emails and the dates that they have signed the document and status of each document if they signed the document or not. You can keep track of everything pertaining to this specific package of documents to your online form link. So you also have the option to remind anyone here to sign the document if the status is shared, or simply click remind all to remind all the recipients of this document to complete their signing process. So with this icon here, you can download an Excel report of each of the signers, and if you have named fields on your template, which we definitely recommend. So if you have named fields on your template, those will appear as a column name in your Excel report for each of the individual fields. Okay, so now let's go over our integrations with Foxit PDF Editor, Google Workspace, and Zapier. So before we move to our integration, let me quickly show you our email templates as well. So if you go to your settings tab and then towards the left side panel, you can click email templates. So by doing that, you can create your own email templates. You have to go to all invitation email templates to be able to create a new email template, or you can also customize notification email templates by going to this section. So if you go here and press create new, you can create your own email template. You can enter your email template name, the description, which is to be used internally, and then the subject. And under the section email contents, you can put whatever text you want for your email template. And also you can press preview to see how your email will appear for your recipients. So this is a very cool feature. You can also mark this template as default. So whenever you're sending your documents to your recipients, this particular email will be sent to your recipients instead of the default Foxit eSign one. And I can also show you our reminders and expiration settings. So you can enable or disable reminders and expiration settings here. You can put first reminder day, which means that number of days for the first reminder to recipients who have not signed your documents. You can also put reminder intervals and also maximum number of reminders to be sent. And the same concept goes for the automatic expirations as well. You can enable or disable it as per your preferences. You can also put number of days before expiration when a final reminder will be sent to the recipients who have not signed your documents. And make sure that you press save to be able to save your settings. Let me go back to our slides. Just give me a minute. Okay, so the Foxit PDF editor is now fully integrated with Foxit eSign. So if you have both products, you can now click on the Foxit eSign tab to start requesting signatures from the same tool that you use to build or modify any PDF document. So if you have a workflow where you're using unique or customized documents or one-time send for each recipient, this is going to be a really powerful tool for you. So we are going to look at the Foxit eSign section in the PDF editor, adding fields to your documents and then sending out for e-signatures. And I do want to mention that we can even track the document statuses from other documents that you have sent out from within PDF editor as well. So yeah, it's really, really convenient for you to be able to work on those customized documents while just checking them on some other documents and then seeing where they are and their status. Again, if you're modifying unique documents in your workflow or pre-filling fields or customizing contracts maybe, utilizing Foxit eSign within the PDF editor tool will be a great combination for you. So now let's go ahead with our Google Workspace integration. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen. So you can utilize the Foxit eSign application or integration here to send out documents or sign yourself if you work mostly in Google Workspace or possibly Google Sheets, and if you have a PDF stored on your Google Drive. And then you can see the document statuses. Just a second. We'll have to select the document first, and then you can see the document statuses. But for now, I'm just going to select sign myself. So if I do so, we will not be going through the entire signature process, including assigning recipients, and instead go straight to the draft mode, and where we can add any additional fields that we need to, and simply press send once we are done. So now let's go to our Zapier integration, which is the last integration for now. So Foxit eSign offers customizable integrations with your platform or automations through Zapier. And utilizing Zapier, you can easily automate your company's daily tasks with more than 5,000 applications. For example, if you would like to automatically back up your documents to a cloud storage system such as Google Drive, as soon as a document is completed, this can be done using one of our pre-made templates that I'm going to show you shortly. So through Zapier, we have thousands of productivity tools, including the Microsoft Teams, Dropbox, marketing software, CRMs, payment systems, and more, which are already linked with Foxit eSign. So let me quickly show you this. So as I mentioned earlier, we do have integrations with 5,000 applications through Zapier. You can connect all of your favorite applications together to automate your workflow and tasks. So what we will go over today is automatic backup of documents through Zapier to your Google Workspace. So if you're not familiar with Zapier, once you log in, you have the dashboard where you can create zaps. So basically, we'll have one application as the trigger. For example, let's say once a document is executed in Foxit eSign, we want to send it to Google Drive and upload that file as a PDF automatically. So you can create that and customize it, but we do have our page with templates already created for you. So let me quickly search Foxit eSign here. There we go. So as you can see, we can connect with 5,000 applications here. And once you scroll down a little bit, you can see we have a few templates already created for you. So you can simply go ahead and try it. So here, once a document is executed in Foxit eSign, we will upload that file to our Google Drive automatically. So this is the account overall. So every time a document is executed, it will be stored in your Google Drive. So I'm going to show you different triggers and actions. So this is based on the Word document statuses. So if you do want to connect to a CRM, for example, every time a document is executed, that can be done using HubSpot, Salesforce, etc. But each zap we have is cancelled, executed, signed, deleted, sent, and viewed. For actions, we do offer creating an envelope from a template. So you will need to have a template created on your account, and that will be automatically sent depending on the trigger for your Zap. So I'm going to try the first template that we have, and it's super duper easy. I'm going to press get started. Also, I already have my accounts connected. So once I press next, it's grabbing data from my Foxit eSign account just to make sure that we are getting the test data before we actually enable this app. Now I'm going to press next again. You can also connect multiple accounts. Okay, so you will have to select folder PDF here. Okay. So this is the element, this is the file element, and that's all we need to select. And we need to make sure that convert document is set to false, because we do not want to be able to edit this information. We simply want to save it as a PDF on Google Workspace. So file name and file extension are optional because it will take your name, and the fact that it's a PDF, it will automatically be sent to Google Workspace. So now we can test out our Zap to let us know if they have found any sample data. Okay, so it has sent an item. Let me quickly check my Google Workspace. All right, so we will see here that our PDF will be saved onto our folder with completed document and signature certificate attached to it. Perfect. Let's go back to our slides now. So you can integrate Foxit eSign quickly with your company's applications and website for seamless transactions. Our robust and flexible API set lets you customize Foxit eSign to fit flawlessly into your department's workflows. A few benefits of integrating Foxit eSign into your system include fluid and simple signing process, allowing customers to use your signing flows and interface with Foxit staying behind the scenes and having Foxit eSign's API team ready to assist you every step of the way. Our easy-to-follow developer's guide helps you get started right away. So this includes our API and SDK in multiple languages. We also include a download of our full collection with each of our API requests. This code playground lets you test calls directly from the web page before deploying them onto your platform. Also, a free sandbox account will be created for your company to test API calls as well. So once Foxit eSign is integrated with your platform, your customized interface can be used to guide signers while utilizing Foxit to complete legally binding documents. Also, if you're interested in custom integrations, please let us know so we can have our team reach out to you directly. Also, our integrations team will meet with your engineering team to provide training for your sandbox and give you information on our developer rules as well. Okay, so let's go to the question and answers now. So we have got a few questions typically on pricing, which I would like to cover. Okay, so let me clear about one question about pricing. So we have document-based plans and then we have envelope-based plans. So our Foxit Sign and Foxit Sign Pro are document-based plans, while our enterprise plan is envelope-based. So let me quickly show you what I mean when I say document-based and envelope-based. Just give me a second. Okay. Suppose I have templates in my account. Let me quickly go to the template section. And then I select multiple templates to be sent to a recipient. Okay. And I press send. Okay, so please note that each template is a document here and sent in an envelope. So every time that you are sending out documents, they're always stored in this particular envelope. So with our eSign and eSign Pro plan, we are counting each document in an envelope. But with our enterprise plan, it is just counting the one envelope sent to this recipient. So yeah, with enterprise plan, you can have as many files or documents in this one folder, and that will be counted as one envelope only. Please let us know if you have any specific question regarding pricing or any other feature, and then we'll have our team reach out to you directly. What integrations do you have? Okay, so most companies don't need integrations, but as you scale the operation, you may need integrations to automate your solution. So we have a number of direct integrations with Salesforce integration, Google Workspace, SharePoint, WordPress. But we also offer thousands of integrations using no-code Zapier integration that I just demoed to automate your workflow. Also, if you're looking for a specific integration, please share your contact details, your email or phone number, and our team will get back to you. What type of notifications and reminders do you have? Okay, so notifications are sent at each step of document sending, signing, or completion process. You can select the notifications that you will receive from your personal profile settings here. Let me quickly show you that as well. So you can go to your personal profile settings from here. It says my profile. And there you can see your document notification settings, which you can enable or disable as per your requirement or preferences. But make sure that you press save to be able to save the settings. But all signers by default get signing notification and document completion notifications. Okay, so we got a very good question. Does HIPAA cost extra? Well, HIPAA is included in Pro and Enterprise plans. So as long as you have one of these plans, HIPAA compliance is a part of your service. Am I charged for each signature or per document sent? That's again a very good question. So in Foxit eSign, an envelope containing one or more documents is sent for e-signatures. A document is an individual file or PDF that needs to be signed. Okay, so eSign and eSign Pro are document-based plans, so you can have as many signatures on a single PDF document, but you will be charged per document and not per signature. Does the person signing needs to have an account in order to sign? Well, the answer of this question is no. Signers will receive a secure link that will take them to the document where they can add their signature. They just need to access their email in order to do so. Only the author requesting the signature needs to have a Foxit eSign account. Is there a limit on how many recipients you can send to for signatures? Well, there is no limit on the number of recipients that you can send one envelope to. However, we typically recommend 300 as the maximum in one send, as anything beyond that might get flagged and put into a recipient spam folder. What is your pricing model? Okay, so that depends on the plan that you decide to go with, that I mentioned earlier also. For our eSign and eSign Pro plans, we charge by the document sent. Our enterprise plan is envelope based. So depending on your plan, you're allotted a certain amount of envelopes and templates to be used on an annual basis. But one thing to know about the enterprise plan is that I mentioned earlier also, in one envelope, you can add as many documents as you want, and it will still only count as one envelope sent. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining today. A short survey will be emailed to you after this webinar. So any feedback that you have will be super helpful and will help us improve our future webinars as well. Also, if you are new to Foxit and would like to start your free trial right away, you can visit foxit.com, hover over the products tab, select Foxit eSign and start a free trial right away. But yeah, thank you again everyone for joining today and have an amazing rest of your day. Goodbye.